Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Connection, coming to you from Spirit and Truth Sanctuary. We will begin with today's devotion right after we say together our prayer of surrender. Spirit of truth, carry me where you will. Bring to me what you will. Take from me what you will. Awaken in me what you will. The Christ man is around me. The Christ mind is in me. The Christ power flows through me. And the Christ mystery exists as me. I believe it. I perceive it. And now I receive it. I am surrendered. Amen. And so it is. Okay, today's devotion has a fun title. It's Rock and Roll Jesus. Let's start with our affirmation. Jesus is love, and love is undeniable and magnetic. People of all ages, colors, countries, and cultures are attracted by love. Love also crosses the boundaries of sacred and secular. No matter where you go, Jesus is just all right with most people. And we'll see in just a second why my brother who wrote today's devotion used that particular phrase, just all right. Okay, so a good example of what he's talking about here is, and where you notice this most, is probably at awards shows. It doesn't matter how quote unquote secular a song is, how profane the lyrics are, or what the subject matter is. It's not uncommon for the artist who performed it or who wrote it to get up when he or she is receiving an award for a song and to thank God or to thank Jesus, which some people find contradictory and maybe even slightly offensive. But in a way, it's kind of beautiful. We've been saying for a long time here at Spirit and Truth that there is no sacred or secular, that everything belongs to God, especially things that are creatively expressed, such as music. And even though every song may not be your particular cup of tea, it's somebody's truth, or they wouldn't have written it, and it touches or speaks to someone on some level. So let's read a little bit of the text here. You might not think Jesus and rock and roll are synonymous. However, you can't listen to rock music for very long without running into lyrics that contain admiration for Jesus. Lenny Kravitz, singing about Jesus, asked, "Are you going to go my way?" U2 dedicated the song Pride, and I'm going to add the subtitle In the Name of Love. They dedicated that song to Jesus. The Commodores made it plain, or sang it plainly, in their song, Jesus is Love. A group called Evanescence asked if they could go too far to be saved by Christ in their song Tourniquet. So that was a question that they asked. The Doobie Brothers weren't ashamed to tell the world that Jesus is just all right with them, which is why that was in the affirmation. That's the name of a song, Jesus is just all right with me. Carrie Underwood surrendered and let Jesus take the wheel. Kanye West admitted he could only make it because Jesus walks with him. Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote an entire musical called Jesus Christ Superstar, spotlighting Jesus and his teachings. And there are many, many more references to Jesus in the world of music. In Matthew 11, Jesus even described his generation, the people who followed him, in musical terms. He said they were like children sitting in the marketplace, playing their flutes or their pipes for the religious order. But the people in charge during those days would not dance to their tune or sing along with their songs. So just like the rock and roll music of today and the culture that has surrounded it from the 1950s on, Jesus and his followers were the rebels of their day, disrupting the status quo and questioning authority, and often promoting more peace and love and togetherness than was being found within the confines of organized religion. The people on the fringes of society, who the church often views as sinners or outcasts, outsiders, have always had a special love for Jesus. Remember, even back in if all of us remember the 1960s, what did they call hippies? A lot of times they called them Jesus freaks because they were all about love and the way Jesus, the things Jesus taught and the way Jesus lived. So, and Jesus has always loved and included those types of people. So as his followers, we should strive to do the same. Amen? Okay, so let's say our ending prayer together. Rock of Ages, I want to go your way. Take the wheel, walk with me. You will always be just all right with me. Amen.